All right. All right. So,
Hello,
hi Rupak, how are you?
I'm awesome, and thank you so much, Amit, for inviting me to your wonderful interview series.
Thank you. And believe me, the pleasure is all mine. And I'll tell the audience why the pleasure is mine. I have a very, very special guest today. So, let me first start off. We all know, and my show says stories that impact. And my guest today is all about stories. He is a professional storyteller. So, let me introduce him. So Rupak Shah, he's from Mumbai. That's in the west side of India, western side of India. He is the co-founder of Learn Or, is a modern day Panchatantra. That's Rupak will explain that further for my viewers who are outside India, with a vision of combining education with entertainment. They
Yes.
create Rupak and his organization actually creates videos with engaging storyline which have a morale. Their YouTube channel has crossed over 5 million plus views, that is 50 lakh plus views, with more than 25,000 subscribers. Now that's wow. And the punchline is still there. They have their short films regularly in many short film festivals. And before I give the mic to Rupak, let me welcome my audience to another episode of Stories That Impact, a place where we get ordinary people to share their extraordinary stories. My mission is very simple. I want to use these stories and impact people of this world. So, without wasting any further time, let me welcome Rupak once again. Hi, Rupak.
Hi. So,
Hi.
first of all, I'm pretty much grateful that I'm out here and I'm able to connect with a person who believes in the power of stories. Because, like you said, this is something I do day in and day out. So, I am so much happy. It's connecting on a spiritual level when we first talked and when we had same kind of mission with stories. And yeah, that's awesome feeling.
Great, great. Believe me, I'll again say this. I am really amazed to meet you. Just I'll take 1 minute. I don't do this most of the time, but let me tell you that I got connected with Rupak. He also runs a lot of things. One of the things was he shares stories on WhatsApp. And I was very fascinated. How nice it is that you get a nice story with the moral of the story, and that you can also tell it to your children. So my son is very young, so I get those stories and even I share it with them. So thanks, Rupak, again. Now the stage is yours. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So would like to take a step back from here. I will go with my introduction and how I got interested into stories. So I completed aircraft maintenance engineering, and I guess that is something you see in title also. Um, but I was never interested in that. And all the people who are wondering from aircraft maintenance engineering to storytelling, is he a dropout? No, I was not a dropout. Okay, I was in the top 5 students of my batch. So you could say I completed the course. And as a part of that course, we have to work for 6 months in Air India. And that is where you get to see the real ground experiences. And that is where I realized, okay, this is not for me. And then the challenge is what you should do. And as they say in India, you really start to reflect on what you actually want to do in life after you complete engineering. And that is what exactly happened with me. I started reflecting, and training, coaching is something which I was always fascinated about, or when we call it a self-help industry or self-growth industry. I started meeting a lot of trainers. I started assisting them over the period of time. I started conducting trainings. Now it's close to 6.5 years that I'm doing training as a profession. And what happened after first 2 or 3 years is I used to do training, and as a part of training, I'm sure Amit, you will agree, we have to tell a lot of stories to keep people engaged. And what used to happen is I used to meet my participant after a year or after a couple of years or after, I don't know, 3 years also. And they used to come back and say, Rupak, I remember that time when you that story of yours from that event. And I'm like, that event, that story was 10 minutes, that event was 3 hours. What about the other content? And they were like, I tried to apply it. I don't know what happened with that. So I got this constant feedback again and again and again. So I decided, okay, let's get focused on stories a bit. So I started focusing on stories a bit. So what I decided, I could not get one source where I could have a lot of stories. Okay. Not on internet, there were few stories, few here and there. So I decided, okay, why not, let's create our own database. And if we have our own database, why not share it with others? Anyways, I was going to do the research. So I started this initiative of 101 stories in 101 days on WhatsApp. Okay, and I just broadcasted to people saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to share one story every day. If you want to be a part of it, just ping me. And got initial decent response, like 700 people joining that broadcast group. So there's a difference between broadcast list and a WhatsApp group. I never liked the idea of WhatsApp group because it's all about trying to you become more of a manager out there, trying to control the conversation. And today we have an option where only admin can post. Those days that option did not even exist. So in broadcast list, what I like is it goes on your personal window, so you just can't miss it. So I started sharing by 101 days. I had close to a couple of thousand people who were getting their stories regularly. And then I was like, okay, let's stop this. That was my vision. I did 101 stories in 101 days. And I got so many people saying, hey, I don't want you to stop. You continue whatever you want to do. You want to post one story a day, you want to post one story a week. It's up to you, but let's continue. And that is how I started. I got more focused on stories. So text is a format. That is how Amit still receives it. Now it's close to 3 years. And now 11,000 plus people are the part of list. So if you want to get in my WhatsApp list, Amit will put the number in the chat or in the description. Just ping me hi, and Amit will take care of that. Just ping me hi on that number and say hi stories. I will add you to the list. Now, coming back to how it comes to the learn on what I'm doing right now. Now, because I was doing stories and I had so much passion about it, I was like, why don't we create videos which have a strong story message? Because we all know that people like to see videos today more as compared to text. And I'm still all in for text. That is why my WhatsApp initiative continues. But I wanted to experiment this video. So last around Feb, we started combining like fun short videos which have some storyline, which has a learning at the end. Initially, it was all messed up. Okay, we did not know videography, we did not have resources, we did not have anything. Okay, but I had this passion, and luckily I got people so that now I can use we. Learner is more of a we now. So we came together, we are creating videos which has a storyline, which will keep you engaged, and at the end will give you a strong model. Okay, and that is an important thing, because what happens is you have enough for entertainment, you have enough for learning. You just get bombarded with aspect. But what if I give you an alternative saying you can get entertained and at the same time you will learn something important? So that is what my vision is right now, to combine education and entertainment. And that is where the stories or stories that impact, it's a very vital a part of it. A strong storyline, like for example, I don't know, people who are outside from India will not relate to this example, but there was a movie known as Three Idiots. I'm sure Amit, you might have watched it. And there was a movie known as Tare Zameen Pe, and there was a movie known as Tare Zameen Pe, and there are a lot of movies like this which actually change the way we see towards the society. They just make a bent, and it's not technology, it's not product, it's not service, it's not a political campaign, it's not a government initiative, it's just a piece of content. Okay, and that is the vision is, if a strong storyline can change the way we do things, we reflect. And if it is a positive change, that's the whole idea. That's why there are few people who have created terrorism, and there are few people who have created terrorism, and there are few people like us who need to come together and create so much positivity that it automatically gives audience hope. Okay, and that is what stories can only do: a hope for a better future, a vision for a better future, and at the end, a strong learning which people can act on. So this is
Wow.
just about the learner. Of course, Amit has shared how many subscribers we have, how many views we have. That number will keep on increasing, keep on decreasing, but this vision remains constant.
Wow, wow, wow. It's just amazing. You said so many powerful things, and you're absolutely right how stories can impact those movies. And also the comparison between the way you said terrorism is doing and what this whole vision, when you have its stories, it's really, really powerful. Now, let me just go back to a little older time, from your
Yeah.
perspective. I want to really know when you thought of not doing your aircraft maintenance engineering work, what
Yeah.
was the situation at your family side as well? Because I've got a lot of my folks, who are into work or hunting work and things like that. So changing a entire career, a move, is a very big step. So I want to just hear that first. So what was your thought? What did your family thought, and what happened?
So I somewhere feel grateful and lucky also at the same time, because the time when I passed out, aviation was in a bad shape, like really bad shape. Kingfisher was gone. Jet was almost on the verge of going here and there, and even the other airlines, Air India, was suffering losses, and the situation was like that. Even if you get a job for free, that was a big thing. So I passed out in a scenario when aviation field was in that field. So luckily, I got that thing as a background, saying to my parents, "Hey, I don't want to continue. I don't have interest. Plus, this is a salary which you might end up paying me just to do a job, and getting a job in Mumbai was also difficult. I might go to Delhi, I might go to, I don't know, Bangalore, and you might have to spend more 20,000 on me every month just so that I get a job." So I had, so they were more of a passive aggressive. They were not all in like go follow your vision, but they were also not trying to stop me from doing anything. So it was more of a passive aggressive scenario. Sometimes they used to subtly comment like, "We spend so much, you're not doing anything," and sometimes they will be supportive. At least he's doing what he likes. So it was passive aggressive to the point where I started getting corporate trainings, and then the whole ball game changed for them, because as per our traditional mindset, um, like parents then started saying, "ये रिलायंस में जॉब नहीं करता, रिलायंस में जाके ट्रेन करता है." So for them it was a different ball game. And of course, now whenever I see, it's like only first 1 or 2 years your family is going to create any kind of issues, because once they say that you're committed enough, you're working hard on yourself, and they see you are loving it. Like now my parents have to like request me to take a break, because they know what I do. I love what I do. And that is a good feeling. And definitely you have to communicate with parents also. This is a mistake what I did in first 2 to 3 years. I was so hell-bent in trying to prove them wrong. Okay, no, following my passion is the right thing to do. I will get successful. I will prove them. That's not the way it should work. You just need to sit with your parents once a 15 days and tell them, okay, you're learning this, you want to do this, and this is how you're trying to do it. So will you support me? And of course, they might take some time to understand it, but of course, they are your parents, right? They did not question you first 21 years of your life. Why they are going to question you for 1 or 2 years? And also give them something what they want. My deal was pretty simple, that by the end of 25 years, if I don't do well in the profession what I want to do, I will go for an MBA and I will then look for a job. So I had this some kind of win-win situation planned out with them, and regular talks with parents. This what I do. So once a week or once a fortnight, I have, because they're even still, it's very difficult to explain your parents like, what do you mean, like you're creating videos, do you get paid? Right now it's very difficult to say I do not get paid enough. But now they don't question about my intention, about the hard work. They definitely are worried about, okay, in job you might be secure, amount of hard work you put, you might earn in lakhs, where here you're earning in lakhs but you're again putting back in business. So these are few things which I would prefer any youngsters who want to change. You need to make your loved ones understand, because if they start supporting you, there's nothing like it.
So true, so true. I mean, you rightly said that, talk to your parents. That's what I'll leave it to, because whatever you said, I love what I do, and it actually it's very apt on that. So thanks for sharing that, and I'm really grateful to you and to your parents that you're doing what you're doing, and we got connected.
Yeah,
So that's really nice. And now, next thing, I just wanted to check now, coming back to the story world, right?
yeah,
So now you got like 25,000 subscribers, and I would personally say, like, people like me and many more, because YouTubers are like diamond dozen these days, right?
yeah.
How did you, two questions here? How did you felt when you touched your first milestone? So what was your first milestone in your head, and then what did you do to grow exponentially as well?
So a candid reply to this: when it hit that mark, I felt nothing. All of my team members were definitely happy, and I just said I have already seen it happening so many times in my mind that it's a very natural feeling for me. So, like I said, till the year 2021 end, you'll hit million subscribers. I don't know how. It's like uh, close to like when like close to 30% growth. What I'm 30 times growth is what I'm seeing from 25,000 subscribers. 4 times is 1 lakh, and 40 times, okay, to be precise. And I just visualize it every day. So when it happens, um, it's something what I've seen it. But yes, we definitely it was a good feeling, because you get buying from a team, you get buying from your people who have supported you. They start supporting you more. So I just felt happy for all the people who have supported me, worked with me, because I always tell them that this is company is going to go big with or without you. With you, definitely it will be faster, quicker, easier, more happier. But even if without you, this will become a big company or successful company. But I want your support, and nothing makes me more happy than they having that feeling, okay, whatever we did, because Rupak said was true, we could see it successful. So for me, it's more of a giving back to my team members and all the people who supported me till now.
Wow, wow, amazing. Power of visualization. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's fantastic. Great. So how do you now plan to go ahead? I mean, what is your further journey? So what can we more expect from Rupak? Let me put it this way. What can we
So
expect from you?
yeah, what you can expect from me is doing less of a lot of things I used to do, and trying to get more focused on the quality of the content. So right now, I say to my team members, right now our videos or short films get nominated in film festivals. Okay, and now we are pretty much okay. It's not a big thing. Like today, one of our other short films got nominated. Few of team members were like, "Hey, nice!" Just couple of smiley, and it was a done deal. No one even created a hype about it. But I want to go to a level where winning a short film festival becomes so normal for us that we don't even try to make a hype over it. And second is, I should be sitting with you and I should be like, hey Amit, I had a very bad day. We just got 20 lakh views or 2 million views yesterday, so it's a very bad day for me. So I want to reach to that level where I'm happy. And from a content, you can expect quality getting better, better, and better. Stories that will what do you say, will connect with you, stories that will impact you, and stories that you will receive as forward from others. And you will be like, hey, I know this guy, I had talked with him. So this is exactly what happened. So this is a more of an incubator. So there are other startups also. So I was just having my lunch, and one of the person came to me saying, you know what, I saw your video, and I thought I might have shared, because I shared in various groups of this startup ecosystem. They're like, no, a couple of other friends shared with me on my personal window, and I'm like, that is what you can expect. And of course, I can say that if you stay in Mumbai, some point or other, you have received a forward in a story or a story forward on WhatsApp. 99% chance that it was once originated from me.
Wow, that is fantastic. And I will be pleased to get you back again
Sure.
soon, uh, to celebrate another success. I know for you, it's in your mind. I know that, but I would
Yeah.
love to celebrate on the show with many, many more viewers. Great,
Yeah.
great. So, Rupak, it's a tradition that towards the end of my show, I ask one question to all my guests. And the
Sure.
question is, what is one advice that you would like to give all the viewers listening, or and probably you will be listening to the recording later on?
So general feedback or someone who wants to get in a story space on.
Any advice that you feel that is important for everyone? And I'm sure what also going to do is I'm going to post all your relative details so they can ping you and get more information. But one advice from your perspective, it could be moving from professional or in storytelling area.
Yeah. So before that, let me do my marketing bit. So all the people who are watching the video, just pause it, go to YouTube, type learn, 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 or, and hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. I'm sure Amit will also put the link in the description. So coming to the one important life lesson which everyone can learn, or I feel everyone should have, is um, planning for tomorrow. And when I say planning for tomorrow, bit specific. So a lot of times we just think for today, or I don't know, just for next 2 or 3 months. But if you really want to become a storyteller or create an impact or just be best in your field, you should be able to plan your future days also. So for example, tomorrow I have a couple of other meetings, so I know I might not be able to do workout which I usually do in evening. So what is the backup plan? So a lot of times, usually we leave things to chance. Okay, a lot of time I tell people your WhatsApp is actually your WhatsApp. But what happens is you get a WhatsApp from me and you start working and you do something which you're not supposed to do at that time. So automatically your WhatsApp becomes my WhatsApp because now I'm ordering you to do things. Your mail becomes my mail. You need to get that clear. Okay, it's your WhatsApp. You have to schedule a time. And initially, yes, if you're so used to people anytime call you and you get going and doing things for them, initially they will be shocked. But now a lot of my team members know that if you want to talk to Rupak, you have to send him a calendar invite. And my calendar is open to all of my team members, so they know my scheduling automatically. So this kind of things, planning for future, and no matter how big, small you are, you have to get system driven, or else this does not work. You have to get a system driven. Like even if you are just one person show, it has to be a manual. Okay, I'm doing this, not too much. Okay, I don't want you to get a feel that you're living a robot life, but it has to be system driven. So if one piece of advice, do a strategic future thinking, and I'm sure no matter goals what you want to achieve, you will achieve. And the feelings definitely way different than getting it randomly. If you plan for it, if you devise and you get it, it's a very different high. And spread positivity. A lot of people need it. So use these tips for the betterment of humanity, betterment of, even if it's for one person, of course, not yourself. Even if it's for one person, anyone around you, make life better. And that's what I love about Amit. And I jumped in the first step. I did not ask, okay, what is the reach of it? How many people are going to watch it? How many people are going to comment on it? I like the vision. I like the purpose. And yeah, that's it. Go for it.
Great, great. That's loads of advice, I should say, and I'm going to personally take many of them into consideration because there's a lot to learn myself. So, thank you very much, Rupak. Thank you very much for your time, for all the valuable information, and your stories and all the details. So, Ladies and gentlemen, so I am going to put all the information regarding Rupak on all the three platforms in the comment section.
Sure.
Please do go and connect with him. And I've also pinged right now that, yeah, ping Rupak for the WhatsApp group so that you can get those lovely stories, and get in connected with his website, learn more, and more and more things. He'll share all the information. I'll put it out as well. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
So awesome. I would love to stay connected with anyone who has watched this video till now. So don't just WhatsApp me hi and story. Just WhatsApp saw your interview or talk or a story with Amit, and that would be lovely to know that you have been through some of my life journey. So yeah, please do, please stay in touch, because people, other successful people can always inspire you, but it's only the people whom you know can instruct you. So let's build a relationship, so tomorrow you can instruct me or I can instruct you.
Wow, that's another golden advice. I am glad to get you on, Rupak. All
Sure.
right. So thanks again, Rupak, for
Yep.
coming here. And thanks everyone for watching another episode of Stories That Impact. I am sure you would have been impacted today. And connect again. I'll say, like Rupak said, ping him. Just don't say hi, Rupak. Just mention that I just saw you live, and take it forward with him. All right. Till then, and just one more thing. If you
Yep.
want to share your story with me, please do ping me, and we get connected and figure out the time and the date. All right. Till then, have a wonderful evening. And Rupak, thanks again, and a wonderful evening to you too, Rupak.
Thank you so much. Wish you the same.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye bye.